Welcome everybody to Stock Market Jimmy. Today we had a huge decline on this particular stock right here. This is called the Honest Company, sticker HNST. This is a company that is in the business of diapers, things like wipes. They sell mascara, women's makeup. So they're strictly majority for like women and things like with babies and stuff like that. And they're a very, very, very small company. Very small company. This is not a big company, but this is a stock that if we look at today, we had an open of like 454 and it dropped all the way to 441. So you're talking 14 cents that this stock declined today. And if we look at what has happened in the last 5 days, this stock went from $5.04 to $4.40 all the way down here. Okay, so you're talking 60 cents that this stock has went down in just 5 days. That is a huge, huge decline. If we look at a month, same thing. So we're way down at the bottom right now in the last month. So what triggered this from happening? Well, what happened today, as you guys are aware, is that the United States looks like they're getting involved in the war against Iran. But it's, in my personal opinion, it is a completely money grab in the stock market on the structure of the system. The system is a fraudulent system. It always has been. It always will be. It is a fraudulent system. Why? You tell me what this stock or what this particular company did wrong in 5 days. Tell me one thing that caused this stock to go straight down like that. Nothing. I guarantee in 5 days, a company that sells diapers and sells makeup crashed like that in 5 days? No. It is a completely manipulated system that is designed to crash markets, steal your money because people panic and they are in the stock market where they're using money that they can't afford to lose. A lot of people are using borrowed money in the stock market. And when you borrow money, like margins, when you borrow money and that stock starts to get destroyed, what will happen is when it hits a certain percentage, they will call it due, which means that you are out of time. You're screwed. If it's your own money, you don't have that panic. If it's extra money that you have that you're investing in the market, you don't have that panic. Nobody likes to be down in the stock. Nobody likes to be down. But they're not panicking because there's nothing that the company did wrong. Now, should you be buying this particular stock at $4.40? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you that I purchased it today and I bought it at $4.44. And I bought it big. I bought 50 grand of this stock today at $4.44. Could it go down to $4.32? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because what's going on right now is going to be most likely a lot of red days while they bomb basically a mountain in Iran. The United States most likely is going to use a big boy bomb to drop it on that mountain to go after those nuclear sites. We're not at war. We're not doing anything that's going to trickle into a big war. We're simply, Russia knows we're going to do it. China knows we're going to do it. We're dropping a bomb on those areas. It's not going to kill anybody. It's just going to destroy a nuclear facility underground. It's not going to hurt anybody. So we're not at war. We're going to be doing an in and an out. However, the markets are not going to respond very well, most likely. So could you get it for $4.32? Absolutely. But there's a chance that maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. The bottom line is that what happens for most of these people who lose money are buying as a quick trade in and out. Those people that do those things, those day traders, they do business differently than I do. What they do is they look for specific moments where they get in, and then if it doesn't go the right direction when they get in, they have stop losses where they just take a quick $400 loss, $600 loss, and they move on to the next trade. It's a part of what they do. Now, those same people, when they come in, they help people like me rebound the stock. What I mean is that when they know that a day is probably going to be a positive day, they come in and look up for opportunities like this Honest Company, where they come in and you have all these day traders that come in, buy the stock, push the stock all the way up to 475, and then they get out. And then the stock either stays around there, comes down a little bit, or big boys like, I seriously doubt Wall Street's coming in on this stock. Okay? This is not a heavy duty stock by any means, but it does consistently move. I've told you guys about this stock. There's a lot of times it'll move 6 to 7 to 10 cents sometimes in a day. And it did today, 14 cents. Now this aftermarket thing right now where it's up 2 cents, that doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. These aftermarket things are a bunch of crap. That doesn't mean anything. If it was moving up in pre-market in the morning time before the market opens, and it was getting close to open like 30 minutes before, and it was up like 6 cents, that's a really good indication that it's going to do really well that day. Now, unless this thing moves up to like 447 and it moves up 7 cents in the aftermarket, that would be impressive. So my point is that just last week, the stock was at $5. And there's an opportunity here to eventually make 60 cents for every share that you own. Do the math. How much can you afford to buy? Do you want to play it safe? Do you want to come in where you buy it and then if you, let's say you got, $10,000 that you want to buy, would it make sense for you to buy it at $5,000 and then if it goes down another 10 cents, you buy another $5,000 to average out your position? Sure, you could do it that way as well. Okay, but the bottom line is that scared money don't make money. Period. If the stock, I asked myself a question: why did I buy it today in the middle of starting something that I know that the prices are most likely going down? Well, the reason why is that you don't have to get it at the rock bottom price in order to be successful. I know when I go into it, I'm willing to wait whatever it takes for me to wait. If my $50,000 has to sit there for 6 months before I end up making my money, fine. I don't want that to happen, but it's a part of the business. God, I can tell you one thing that won't happen. This stock could go all the way down to $2, and I am not selling. You are not taking my money The only way you're going to take my money is if this company goes bankrupt and goes out of business. That's the only way I'm going to lose my money. I'm not going to lose my money and give it up to Wall Street because I'm scared. That is not going to happen. All right, now, I asked myself, what did this company do to deserve this 60-cent decline? And the answer is nothing. So of course I'm buying. Of course I'm buying. If it goes lower, if it goes down to $4, I'm going to buy another 50 grand. If it goes down to $3.50, I'm going to buy another 50 grand. Because one day when this sucker is back to $5, it's a lot of money. Do the math. Do the math on how many shares that 50,000 at $4.44 gets, and then times that by 60 cents for each share. And that's just at $5, okay? This stock has hit, let's take a look in 6 months. In 6 months, the all-time high in 6 months was $7.05, okay? So in 6 months, it has hit $7. All right? In 1 month, it hit $5.45, and that's in the last 30 days. That's a whole dollar that it went up in 30 days, in the last 30 days, okay? So what's nice about these situations is that even if it only went to $4.75. So let's find in 5 days, okay, where $4.75 is. There's $4.85 right where my mouse is, okay? So we could come down here to this peak. There's $4.80. We could come right about here. That's $4.79. How about right there? There it is. Look at that line right now, okay? So just to get to that line, which could easily happen in 1 or 2 days, I'm not saying tomorrow or the next day. I kind of expect the market not to do so well while this plays out, but this should not take very long. What exactly is the government doing? What is the United States military going to do? They're not bombing people. They're not doing anything. The worst thing that could happen is that they get missiles sent from Iran to our military bases. But guess what's happening? The United States is already moving away from their bases to where it's more safe, because they know exactly what they're about to do. They're about to bomb the mountain. So am I going to sit there and be scared because the United States military is going to send 2 big bombs on a mountaintop where it's not going to kill anybody? The only thing that the military would extend on, if Iran was attacking anything to do where they're sending missiles at the United States bases, or where we have actually military, the United States would do some air maneuvers that would destroy missiles and things that are in Iran. Okay, they would rain down for 1 day, maybe 2 days of bombing, and it's over. It's over, people. This is not going to take very long. I mean, Israel's practically completed the whole mission. They completely dominate the skies right now on their own. They have destroyed tons of the ability to even shoot missiles anymore. Okay? Now, they're even making it now where they're saying, look, if you keep sending your missiles over to Israel, we're going to go ahead and capture the leader and kill him, most likely. They're going to basically capture him and whatever. So if they're going to lose, they may try to just send as many missiles as they can, and go out swinging. It's very possible. But I can tell you guys, It's not going to take long. This is not going to be a dragged out war. It's not even, I wouldn't even label it as a war. It was Israel's war. Israel finished it. They just need America to drop those big bombs on those mountains. And it's in the best interest of the United States to do so. Because we don't want to be dealing with Iran and having any nuclear crap anymore. This is our opportunity to do what we need to do. And I think they really should completely remove the whole entire leadership and put their own leadership in power in Iran. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off or not, but that has nothing to do about this war ending quickly. They'll have complete control over Iran in the next 3 days, maybe 3 to 4 days. That's it. All right. So, like I said, scared money don't make money, people. When you have opportunities to get stocks cheaper, you make your move, you live with your decision. If it goes down, you hold. If it keeps going down, you buy more to leverage out how much your cost is per share. That is the way it works. You don't go into it using all the money that you have or you can't pay rent. You don't put yourself in those type of situations. Let other people do that. There has to be losers in the market. Not everybody can just win. Experienced people like myself, where we teach you, hey, this is what's going to happen. Don't get scared. If it goes up, for all I know, this stock could be $4.51 tomorrow when it takes off in the morning. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, but it could. It could. You just don't know. So you can't. One thing I learned about stocks, guys, you can't time it. If it's a good deal, you believe. So I asked myself this question: do I believe that the honest company will ever hit $5 again? Yes. I rest my case. Guys, give me a like for the video. It's going to help the channel. Subscribe if you watch this channel or you're coming across this. This is a new stock channel. Go ahead and give me a subscription. I would love to have you aboard, helping me out, helping me grow to this channel. Obviously, I do need to get to at least 500 subscribers before I even get any type of compensation for this channel. So right now we have about 223. So hopefully you guys will subscribe and keep watching these videos. All right, guys, thank you so much, and good luck on your trade if you decide to do it. All right, guys, take care.